as I said, we've got a slowdown in the trend in terms of new vehicle sales across the board. We're looking at some modest gains for the month of March. What were your views on the number that came through?
I think the market performed to expectations. The overall growth year on year is at just on 6%, and expectations for 2012 is sort of single figure numbers that range between 5 and 10%. So I think a fairly tough month, but a month that came in on expectation.
On expectations, but if you had to drill into the numbers and look at the numbers across the board, it seems that corporates aren't spending because if you look at it, light commercial vehicle sales have dropped by 7.5%,
yeah.
Trucks and buses falling by almost 3%, but passenger car sales are still strong. They're up over 11% on the period.
Yes, the passenger car sales are driven by new releases, by very attractive packaging by the manufacturers that bring customers to the floors. I think what was quite interesting to note was the high level of sales through the motor dealers in March. So on the converse of corporates not buying, 89% of all sales went to private individuals. And the car rentals and the corporate purchasing, or car rentals in particular, seem to come through strongly in the second half of the year.
What's driving higher sales for passenger cars? Because it's a low rate environment right now and tough competitive environments.
Yeah.
So what's driving those stronger sales?
So it's those new releases of vehicles and the interesting financial packages that go along with them.
So basically cutting prices in order to increase sales?
Well, not really cutting prices, but finding innovative ways to make it affordable for the customer and attractive for the customer to enter the market or to replace the car.
I remember a few years ago looking at the export side of the market, really strong, steaming ahead, and that has come back quite substantially as a result of what's taking place in Europe right now. What is your outlook for the export market? Because we saw exports dropping off by 20% for the month of March year on year.
Yeah, look, the market in Europe, as a result of the financial situation, they're clearly softening from an export point of view. But overall, there's a bullish view that there are other markets in Africa that are opening up that will support exports as the year goes on, and South Africa, through two manufacturers, will be producing global cars that come on stream in April, and the expectation is still that exports for the year will end around 300,000, around 10% growth from last year.
Around 300,000 cars overall?
Yes.
And how would that compare to trend? In terms of numbers, is that going to be a record year?
It's certainly up on prior years. Exactly whether it's a record or not, I can't say. 2007 seemed to be the record of all years, so I'd have to check to see that.
So it's still time to make up, to get back to those 2007 levels. Is it Europe and Europe's debt woes which is the key drag?
Yeah, I think so. So the other opportunities, and the local manufacturer of the global cars should see the export numbers recovering as we go into the year. What
about the outlook for prices? Because we're just talking about the Rand now. There are divergent views on where the Rand is going to go, but overall it has been a picture of strength, sitting at R7.70. Is that going to help keep vehicle prices lower? It
will help, and currently, as at the end of February, vehicle price increases year on year was up 3.9%, which still places it in the range of being well below inflation, and in real terms then cheaper than prior years, and cheaper in real terms. Price increases haven't matched inflation since May of 2010.
So overall though, looking at the outlook for the vehicle market, have you started revising any of the numbers downwards? Because some are saying that durable goods orders are going to start slowing.
Yeah, we haven't, Samantha, and we've taken a fairly conservative view of growth in the industry for the year, and we're certainly meeting our expectations.
Well, what are your expectations in terms of new vehicle sales and used vehicles?
Officially now it moved from 6% growth last month to 4.9% this month. But that number will move around as we go towards the end of the year, and we certainly hope that it'll be on the upward side of single figure numbers for the year.